This is Farmington Knights football on KDKZ Channel 18.
Farmington will line it up now to kick this one off to Poplar Bluff. Cale Kraus, it looks like, will tee this one up, and Poplar Bluff has 3 men back at the 10-yard line. Cale Kraus gives last-minute instructions to his Farmington Knights. Tyson Cox, McCain, and Bruce all back at the 10-yard line for the Poplar Bluffs. Just about set to go here. The lefty Cale steps into this one. Pooch kick to the 30-yard line at the 32, taken there by one of the up men. Breaks a tackle at the 35, out across the 38-yard line. He'll fall forward to the 39, and Poplar Bluff will have it 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line. Glad you could join us on a beautiful Friday night. Hale Memorial Stadium, Jack Richardson Field. Froggy 96 is the place to be for high school football. 107-1 The Zone has the Potosi-Perryville game. That should be a good one there if you like to flip-flop back and forth. Denver King with the call on that one, 107-1 The Zone. Here comes Poplar Bluff. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. And Logan Bell has 1 man behind him. Shotgun formation, back to pass. Looks to the right side. Got a man wide open at the 40. It's a foot race to the 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Poplar Bluff. And on one play, the Mules, Logan Bell to Tyson Cox for a 51-yard touchdown strike, and the Poplar Bluffs Mules are on the board. That's an explosive offense right there, buddy.
Yes, sir, it is. I'll tell you what, they made no bones about it. What their plan was tonight. Their plan was to come out and jump on them, and that's exactly what they did.
Number 88, Victor Cedra, number 88, to attempt the extra point here. Tyson Johnson to hold. Snap back, ball down. Chip shot is up and good. 11:48, just 12 seconds into this one. Poplar Bluff leads 7-0, and we'll come back in 30 on Froggy 96.
This is important news for men who have taken Viagra, Cialis, or Levitra and then suffered from the skin cancer melanoma. According to a new study, the use of Viagra and other ED drugs may increase the risk of men developing a serious form of skin cancer known as melanoma. Melanoma is a deadly form of skin cancer, which may require treatments such as surgery, chemotherapy, or radiation. In many advanced cases, melanoma can result in death. If you or a loved one took Viagra, Cialis, or Levitra and then were diagnosed with a skin cancer called melanoma, you may have a right to a cash award and medical expenses. Call the law offices of Davis & Crump at the number below right now to find out if you are eligible. Call the law offices of Davis & Crump right now. Our first consultation is free, and we don't get paid unless you get paid. Call now. Operators are standing by.
And welcome back. If you just joined us, 12 seconds into this one. One play. Bell to Tyson Cox for the touchdown for the Poplar Bluff Mules, and they lead 7-0 here. Victor Serta, I guess is how you say that. He's got it teed up at his own 40-yard line. Teddy Bankhead back at the 10, along with the ball goes out of bounds at the 10-yard line. That was Cody Wright back there with Teddy Bankhead. Ball out of bounds, so they'll Farmington will have it. 11:48 to go. Poplar Bluff leads 7-0. They'll spot this one all the way out. They put that at the 35, don't they, Coach?
Yes, sir.
When you kick it out of bounds, that's a bad thing. So Farmington will have it 1st and 10 with good field position at their own 35-yard line. Adam Kateri comes wide to the right. Teddy Bankhead to the left. And Nathaniel Link will go under center here. He'll have Dylan Allen, I believe, behind him. Puts a man in motion. Fakes, run the option. Keeper straight ahead, across the 35-yard line, a gain of 1. for Nathaniel Link.
Brought down by number 44,
Rashawn McCain on the tackle. Shotgun formation for Nathaniel Link. He rolls to the right side. Got a man tipped. Cody Wright, great plays there as he dove at the 39-yard line. I think they will give him the catch. Great play by Cody. Tipped at the line of scrimmage. He was able to dive back and catch it at the 39. Unable to go any further than that. But so it'll bring up a 3rd down and 6 for the Farmington Knights. Adam Kateri to the right. Teddy Bankhead to the left. Dylan Allen behind Nathaniel Link in the shotgun. He rolls to the far side, looking pressured. Oh, and taken down from behind. Great defensive play there by the Poplar Bluff Mules. Luke Johnson missed assignment there, missed a block, and Johnson was in the backfield. Nathaniel tried to roll to the far side, and Johnson says nothing doing. Sack, a loss of about 6, and it'll bring up 4th down and 12 for the Knights, and they'll be forced to punt.
Poplar Bluff picked the right time to slant those defensive linemen. He came untouched into the backfield.
Cody Wright stands back at his own 17-yard line. 1 man back for Poplar Bluff. Cody, the lefty, an end-over-end kick. Taken at the 35. Sidesteps a man at the 40. Breaks a tackle at the 45. Still on his feet out to midfield. And Poplar Bluff will have it in great field position. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line. Cox on the return. Michael Simmons on the tackle there. 7-0 Poplar Bluff. They have the ball at midfield here as they start their 2nd series. First one lasted 1 play. 61-yard touchdown pass from Bell to Tyson Gray. And here comes Logan Bell in the shotgun. Trips to the right, 1 wide receiver to the left. Reverse back to the near side here. Blake's the tackle at the 45. Stiff arms Kateri at the 40-yard line. Thrown out of bounds finally at the 39-yard line. Very close to a 1st down. That was Brett Bruce, coach's son. I talked with Coach Bruce a little bit about coaching your son. It's got to be different. It's a challenge in one aspect, but it's kind of a great experience too on the other side. Spotted right at the 40-yard line here. A timeout on the field here as the referees aren't sure if that's 1st down or not, so the chain gang going to make their way out here. It's going to be close. Just short, about 2 inches, the referee says. 9:46 to go in the 1st quarter here. Poplar Bluff needs 7-0, and they'll have a 2nd down in inches. Ball right at the 40-yard line of the Farmington Knights. McCain comes a wide receiver to the near side. Cameron Jones in the slot. 2 wide receivers, Bruce and Tyson Cox, go to the right. Logan Bell has Rashawn McCain. Fake to him. Bell looks down the middle of the field. Caught at the 15-yard line. Falls forward to the 10. They'll spot it at the 9-yard line. McCain on the reception there. That was a great throw, but a better catch. Mayanza McCain. Logan Bell threw a perfect strike over the middle. Nobody was going to get it except for McCain. He got a hand on it, was able to bring it down. So Poplar Bluff has it 1st and goal at the 9-yard line here, and Farmington digging themselves a hole. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Shotgun formation. McCain, the other McCain behind Logan Bell. Handoff to McCain off the left side. Breaks a tackle at the 5. Dives for the end zone. Touchdown. Rashawn McCain, 9-yard touchdown run. And just like that, the Poplar Bluff Mules lead this thing 13-0 as we await the extra point. Tough start once again for the Knights.
Yeah, and on that pass that they just scored that touchdown on, they did a really nice job on that play action in the backfield. Sold the run, froze those defensive backs, and allowed the receiver to get open over the top.
Victor Serta to attempt the extra point. Johnson will hold, snap back. Chip shot is blocked and makes it through. Everything going Poplar Bluff's way. 9:11 to go, first quarter. 14-0 your score. We'll come back in 30 seconds on Froggy 96, 95.9 FM.
This is an important medical message from the Pain Management Network. Do you suffer from severe back or knee pain, making even the most simple everyday activities difficult? Well, if you're on Medicare, we have great news. You can now receive a pain-relieving knee or back brace at little or no cost to you. These amazing braces have helped hundreds of people just like you enjoy the activities they love without pain. Call the Pain Management Network right now.
Call 800-290-0968.
We'll handle the paperwork with Medicare for free. All the shipping and customer service is free. And the call to check your eligibility is free. We also have braces available for shoulders, ankles, and wrist. Imagine all the activities you're missing out on because of your back or knee pain. Isn't it worth making a free phone call to feel better? If you're suffering from knee or back pain, if you're on Medicare and would like a pain-relieving brace, call the Pain Management Network right now.
Call 800-290-0968.
Friendly operators are standing by 24/7.
Like last week, the Farmington Knights, digging themselves somewhat of a hole, did the same thing, got down 14-0 against Cape Central, showed their character and came back and took the lead a couple times and had the lead until the last play of the football game when they lost that one. But you keep digging yourself a hole, and eventually your shovel's going to break.
That's exactly right. You know, and especially with a team as explosive as what Poplar Bluff has shown already tonight, you don't want to spot them too many points.
Serta to kick it off, a line drive kick. This one may go out of bounds too, and they're going to have to get that right. Ball goes out of bounds at the 15.
I'm not too sure if I wouldn't accept the penalty and back him up and make him kick again the way that he's been kicking the ball.
Yeah, that was kind of a line drive kick. Didn't get much on it, and it spun out of bounds at the 18-yard line, but they'll spot it. 1st and 10 at the 35, 9:11 to go, first quarter. All Poplar Bluff so far, 14-0. Glad you could join us on a beautiful Friday night. If you're traveling to your favorite camping spot, like a lot of my folks are, be careful, be safe, have a good weekend. We'll see you soon. Nathaniel Link, shotgun formation, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Put Allen in motion. Now they screen to the left side, caught by Teddy Bankhead. He gets out across the 39. They'll give him the 40-yard line, a gain of 5.
Brought down by number 22, Cameron Jones.
They'll actually give him the 41, so it'll be a 2nd down and 4 for the Knights. Give Bankhead 6. Right in the slot. Now Nathaniel Link goes under center. Hands off to Dylan Allen straight ahead. He'll get a couple out to about the 38-yard line. It's going to be 2 yards short of a first down. Farmington needs to settle in here and get him a sustained drive, put some points on the board, and cut into this lead.
You know, the best thing they can do right now is just to make sure they keep the ball out of Poplar Bluff's hands. They've really got the hot hand right now.
Bankhead to the left, Kateri to the right. Link goes under center. He's got Dylan Allen behind him once again. They put Tyson Gray in motion. Hand off to Tyson Gray. Hit at the line of scrimmage. He may fall forward, and smart play by the junior Tyson Gray. Ooh, they're gonna spot that at 38. He's gonna be a short. Well, the side judge had it 38 at the 39, so it's going to be about a half a yard short. And I believe Coach Groupie's going to kick this one away, and I don't blame him. Ball still in your zone, and the way Poplar Bluff's moving the ball, you want them back there as far as you can. Cody Wright back at his 30. And looks like Tommy. Wright gets off a good high kick this time, taken at the 24-yard line. Out across the 25-30, breaks a tackle, still on his feet. Gets out to the 34-yard line. Like Tyson Cox on the return.
Number 89, Tyson Cox with the return.
And Poplar Bluff will have it 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line. They lead this one 14-0 with 7:25 to go in the first quarter. Lots of scores to keep you updated on around the area tonight. A lot of local teams, and we'll try to keep you abreast of those as we go along. Spread formation once again. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Shotgun for Logan Bell. Puts a man in motion now. That's Baruch, and they're going to say somebody moved. False start on Poplar Bluff. Trying the sweep to Bruce on that one. And they're moving back inside the 30 to about the 28-yard line. So it'll bring up a first down and 15 for Poplar Bluff. Pretty good football game last night as the NFL opened up last night, Coach. I'm sure it went the way you wanted. Not a big Patriots fan, I don't guess, but Kansas City really showed what they were made of.
Yeah, I'm not a
shotgun once again. Fake end around, hand off, breaks a tackle out across the 35. Good run there by Isaiah Johnson.
Number 14, Isaiah Johnson with the carry.
He gets about 7 yards, so it'll bring up a second down and 4 for Poplar Bluff. You were saying?
I'm not a Chiefs fan. I mean, I don't not like the Chiefs, but I'm definitely not a New England fan of the Patriots or Coach Belichick. So it did my heart good to see that score.
McCain comes to the right. Johnson goes Johnson goes to the right. McCain to the left. Put a man in motion. Bell on the keeper straight ahead. Ducks his head. Shows his toughness at the 40, but met there by the linebacker, number 50, Devin Hughes, and Cole Lawrence also there on the tackle. So no gain for Poplar Bluff. So it'll bring up a third down and 4 for the Poplar Bluff Mules. Always have been a Patriots fan. I like dominance, I guess, and they've been that team. Some teams criticize them through the years over different things, but they've been a good football game. Trips now to the left side. One wide receiver to the right. Bell in the shotgun, back to pass. Now he looks screen to the tailback. That ball is live, and Tyson Gray picks it up. 30, 10, 5, touchdown Tyson Gray. That was a screen pass to the near side here, and the referees are getting together here. But I believe that was definitely a screen pass. Coach Bruce says no way, that was a forward pass, but I'm pretty sure that was a screen pass, and we'll see what the guys in the stripes say. That was close. Oh, they're going to wave it off, and a real break for Poplar Bluff.
A real break.
That was a close play, and we had a real good vantage point from it up here where we are, and it looked like a screen. But they're going to bring it back to the 40-yard line. It'll be fourth down and 4 for Poplar Bluff, and they'll be forced to punt. Good defensive stand for Farmington, something positive to build on there.
Yeah, they needed that. They needed to slow them down. They needed to get a stop, and, hopefully that'll be a shot in the arm for them that they can get their offense rolling.
Tyson Cox stands back at his own 27. Steps into one, end over end. Cody Wright, fair catches signal, and then lets it bounce, and it bounces out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Farmington will have it first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They're trying to wake up here a little bit. We'll step aside for 30 seconds and come back with more high school football on Program 96.
This is important news for men who have taken Viagra, Cialis, or Levitra and then suffered from the skin cancer melanoma. According to a new study, the use of Viagra and other ED drugs may increase the risk of men developing a serious form of skin cancer known as melanoma. Call the law offices of Davis & Crump right now. Our first consultation is free, and we don't get paid unless you get paid. Call now. Operators are standing by.
47 to go, first quarter. There's a timeout on the field here. It looks like a hydration timeout. Coach Poplar Bluff come out of the gates, come off the bus running.
Yes, they did. I tell you what, they, like you said, they hit the ground running and they didn't look back. And luckily, Farmington was able to get a stop there. And because if they would have been able to put the ball in the end zone and went up 21-0, that makes things a whole lot tougher for a running style offense.
That would have been bad. 5:47 to go now. Both teams back onto the field. Farmington has the ball. First and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Referee sets the game clock now. Nathaniel Link goes under center. Keeper off the left side, breaks a tackle, gets out across the 25-yard line to the 26. Good run by Nathaniel Link, a gain of 7 for him. Chris Parker on the tackle. Got an update for you. Marion coming to Jackson and beating Jackson 7-0 that game early. A lot to go in that one. Marion, Arkansas, they played Jackson the last few years. Tyson Gray goes in motion, hands off to the fullback Allen, breaks a tackle out across the 35, gets all the way out to the 39-yard line, and Farmington finding a little momentum now. Check that. That was Tyler Barber on the carry.
Brought down by number 45, Marcarius Bell. That'll be a first down for the Knights.
The Knights' first down of the night. And they definitely needed that. Teddy Bankhead, now goes to the wide receiver on the far side. Kateri comes to the right. Double wing set for the Knights. Nathaniel Link goes under center. Tyson Gray goes in motion. Here comes a tailback up to meet him. Breaks a tackle at the 45, gets out to the 46-yard line. That was a safety. As soon as they put Tyson Gray in motion, you saw the safety step up to the line of scrimmage, try to plug that hole, and Tyson Gray kind of run him over.
Yeah, it looks like Poplar Bluff's playing a lot of man coverage, and, with the athletes that they have, I can understand why.
One to the right, one to the left. Link goes under center now. Put right in motion, handoff straight ahead to the fullback, straight ahead, pushes the entire pile across midfield down to the 46-yard line. Another good run by Tyler Barber. Barber getting some carries here. Mixing it up a little bit. That's what the Knights have to do to keep this Poplar Bluff Mules team on their heels a little bit. Another first down for the Knights, 4:25 to go, first quarter. Kateri once again comes to the right. Two to the left this time, 1st and 10. Now they put man in motion, screen pass out to Teddy Bankhead. Got a good block out there. It gets down inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A little quick out to Teddy Bankhead. Not very big, but that kid plays big. He's a senior, 5'10", 135. No huddle once again for the Knights. As Kateri and Bankhead, the wide receivers, one to each side. Link has Barber behind him. They put Gray in motion, hand off to Barber, straight ahead, hit at the line of scrimmage. Good defense by the Mules that time. Met there by number 44, Rashawn McCain. At the line of scrimmage there, no gain, so it'll bring up a 3rd down and 4 for the Knights. Glad you could join us on a Friday night alongside the coach, Mike Wojcik. I'm Dave Ward. Dustin Kopp running the board for us over there. We'll put him over there in the corner. Spencer Hovis, Matt Dockins hanging on the bleachers, filming the game for you. Now put a man in motion. Cody Wright sidesteps a man at the 40, gets down to about the 37-yard line. Going to be short of a first down, a gain of 2, so it'll bring up a 4th down and 2 for the Knights. This would be big for them to. Coach Bruce a little frustrated there as he's had guys running off and on the field, so they'll take a timeout. 2:48 to go, first quarter. We'll step aside and come back with more high school football on Froggy 96.
If you or a loved one has mesothelioma or any other asbestos-related cancer, call now. Asbestos manufacturers sold deadly asbestos materials to thousands of companies, putting workers at risk. An estimated $30 billion in court-ordered trusts have been set aside to pay out claims to asbestos victims. You may be entitled to a portion of these funds and receive compensation without filing a lawsuit or ever going to court.
For your free legal consultation, call 1-800-217-1205 now. That's 1-800-217-1205. I'm a non-attorney spokesperson.
Put Tyson Gray in motion. Now they stop, look to the sideline for a new play. Kateri to the right, Teddy Bankhead to the left. Straight ahead to the tailback.
Nope.
It's going to be very close. See where they spot it here. The judge on the near side here has it at the line of scrimmage, which is going to put him short. The judge on the far side has it close to the 40-yard line, but it's going to be very close. They're probably going to want to measure this. Coach Bruce is hot. The one line judge had it at the 38, and the other one had it at the 39, and they're going to give him the first down.
They're not even going to measure.
Coach Bruce is hot. 2:44 to go in this one. Knights get another first down, and a big first down there to keep this drive alive. 2 men to the left, 1 to the right. Kateri. Now Nathaniel Link stops, looks to the sideline here as they change the next play. He's got Barber behind him. Now he steps under center. Takes a snap back to pass. Looks, steps up. Now he's going to keep it. Now he throws. Cody Wright catches it at the 30-yard line, and he is hammered by Baruch. Brett Baruch right there as Cody Wright, and he did a great job of hanging on to that football.
Yeah, he did. That was good concentration.
It's like he could feel the footsteps because he got popped right at the 31-yard line, but a gain of 5, so good job by Nathaniel Link as he scrambled away from the pressure, started to put it down and run, but then saw Cody Wright there open for positive yardage and got it to him. Barber behind Nathaniel Link. He goes under center. Tyson Gray in motion. Keeper by Nathaniel Link. He falls forward inside the 30 to the 29. Positive yardage again. They'll give him 2 more, so it'll bring up a 3rd down and 3 for the Knights. Kendrick Gordon on the tackle that time. 3rd down and 3 for the Knights. Kateri once again to the right. Teddy Bankhead to the left. Shotgun formation. Link rolls to the right. Now he throws. Got a man. Tyson Gray open at the 26-yard line. And he catches that one. Looks like it's going to be just short, though. They're going to spot this thing at the 26-yard line. So it's going to be 4th down and a half inch. Farmington ready to go here, just waiting on the referee to set the game clock. Tyson Gray goes in motion. Now they stop. Got Tyler Barber behind Nathaniel Link. Now he goes under center. Puts Cody Wright in motion. They pitch to the left side. Tries to sidestep a man. Gets to the line of scrimmage. He may have got to the 25-yard line where he needed to get for a 1st down. It's going to be very close. See where they spot it. Going to spot it right on the 25-yard line. So it looks like it'll be enough, and it is for a 1st down. And a big 1st down for Farmington as they keep the drive alive with 32 seconds to go in the 1st quarter. Farmington having a tough time moving the football against this defense.
Well, they're just chipping away at him, Dave, and I think that as long as they can do that and they can keep things going in a positive direction, they're going to be fine.
Gray goes in motion. They fake the handoff. Now Link back to pass. Got a man wide open. Cody Wright turns one way, turns the other, and drops the football. He was looking over his right shoulder. The ball came over his left shoulder, and he almost made a great catch there and unable to do it. He was wide open at the 5.
Yeah, and that was a good time to throw the ball as much as they've been running it. Kind of got everybody drawn up, and he was able to slip in behind and get open. It would have been nice if he could have just hung on to that football, though.
Tyler Barber behind Nathaniel Link once again. 2nd down and 10. Cody Wright in motion. Give to Wright. Breaks the tackle off the left side inside the 20. Thrown out of bounds at the 16-yard line, it looks like. On the far sideline, we'll see where they spot it. They'll say he went out of bounds at the 18, so it'll bring up another 3rd down and 3. $16 seconds to go in the 1st quarter here. Jackson and Marion. Jackson came back. They tied it up at 7. Tyson Gray in motion, puts his head down, drives over a man at the 15-yard line, gets down to about the 13-yard line. Should be enough for a 1st down. Tyson Gray, it seems like he's been around here forever. 6'3", 210, just a junior. He's played all 3 years so far as a starter on the varsity team.
Yeah, I know. We got a big dose of him the last couple of years, and I sure was hoping he was going to be a senior.
He's I got to see him in week 1, and he's been in the weight room, boy. He's really done a good job developing himself. Nathaniel Link, shotgun formation. Gray in motion once again. Fake, track back the other way to Cody Wright. Sidesteps a man at the line of scrimmage, gets inside the 15 down to about the 14-yard line. Be a short gain for Cody Wright. Looks like a hydration timeout. No, the quarter ends. 14-0 your score. Poplar Bluffs leads. Farmington on the move here, trying to put points on the board. We'll come back with the 2nd quarter in 1 minute on Froggy 96, 95.9 FM.
Attention! Are you stuck in student loan debt? If you have $10,000 or more in federal student loans and are having trouble making the payments, call now for a special free offer. Student Services wants to give you free information on how to possibly cut your student loan payment in half, or in some cases, have your student loan completely wiped clean. Just imagine your life with no more student loan payments. If you're late or even in default on your student loan payments, call now for a special free offer. The call is free, the information is free, and there's no obligation. Just real relief from the financial burden of student loans. Student Services can help stop tax garnishments and release cosigners, and has helped many people struggling with their student loan payments. Call now to discover the secrets to possibly having your student loans completely written off. Student loan debt relief is one free phone call away. Don't waste another day struggling in student loan debt. Call now for student loan debt relief.
Traveled north, taking on the Farmington Knights tonight. Perfect night for football. Glad you could join us. Big crowd here on both sides. Was a real big crowd, and we found out that part of the crowd was here to see the little dancers.
Yeah, the parents came out in droves for those dancers.
The Nightline dancers, the little kids performed for us here before the game, and a lot of parents come out, and the visiting side was crowded. Tyson Gray in motion, link back to pass. Looks, now he sees Cody Wright in the far side. Tipped and incomplete. Great job by the defense there, and that ball was almost picked off. Intended receiver Cody Wright in the end zone. So it'll bring up a 3rd down and 10 for the Knights.
It's a good play call. Good time to throw the ball right there, I thought.
Got to loosen them up a little bit, get them back off the line of scrimmage. Teddy Bankhead comes to the right. Adam Kateri way out there on the far sideline. Put a man in motion. That's Tyson Gray. They give to Barber straight ahead. Breaks a tackle at the 10. Still on his feet down to about the 7-yard line. Good run by Barber. Laramie Goodwell on the stop. Added a new guy in their backfield here with Tyson Barber. Now Coach Bruce doesn't like what he sees. Referee says timeout Farmington, but the PA announcer says Mules. But 11:34 to go in the second quarter, and we'll step aside for 30 seconds and come back with more high school football on Froggy 96.
If you or a loved one has mesothelioma or been diagnosed with another asbestos-related cancer, call now. An estimated $30 billion in court-ordered trusts have been set aside to pay out claims to asbestos victims. You may be able to receive compensation without ever going to court or filing a lawsuit. Thousands of hardworking men and women have been diagnosed with mesothelioma because manufacturers put profits ahead of safety. Manufacturers knew the risks of asbestos exposure for years, but knowingly manufactured and sold deadly asbestos-containing materials, putting millions of American workers at risk. These manufacturers have tried to avoid compensating their victims, but the courts have ordered them to set aside an estimated $30 billion in trust money for the victims of asbestos. Call now to see if you're entitled to a portion of the $30 billion. You could receive compensation without filing a lawsuit or going to court.
For your free legal consultation, call 1-800-306-2712 now. That's 1-800-306-2712. I'm a non-attorney spokesperson.
Back to live action now. Nathaniel Link hands off to Barber. Breaks a tackle off the left side inside the 5 down to about the 3-yard line. Looks like the referees are going to call a timeout. Very close here. They're going to measure as it was 4th down and 4 for Farmington at the 8-yard line here. It's going to be very close. Important for the Knights to get this one here. Let's see what the chain gang says. It's going to be short. It's going to be short by about 6 inches, and Poplar Bluff stands. They hold 4th down and 4, and they take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line. Farmington showed a lot of poise there, converted on some big 3rd downs, but unable to put the ball in the end zone. They turn it over on downs.
But there is a positive to this. You know, without sounding cliche, sometimes your best defense is your offense, and they took a lot of time off the clock, and they took Poplar Bluff's offense off the field to give them time to cool down a little bit. So there was some positives with that.
1st and 10, Logan Bell, shotgun, back to pass. Now he hands off to the tailback, breaks a tackle to 10, out across the 14-yard line, falls forward to the 15-yard line. Isaiah Johnson on the carry.
Number 14, Isaiah Johnson.
Gets it out enough, very close to a first down. Let's see what going to be about a half a yard short. Second down and a half yard, so 9 yards for Isaiah Johnson. Logan Bell joins the huddle now. Sends one wide receiver, McCain, to the right. Tyson Cox to the right. Check it. Baruch in the slot to the right. Now Baruch goes in motion. They hand off to him, going off the far side. Turns the corner. Cody Wright there. Outruns Cody Wright to the 30. Gets out on the edge to the 35. Pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A gain of 24 for Baruch. Cody Wright had him on the edge there, and he got to the outside and just flat out run Cody Wright.
Well, I'll tell you what, they've definitely got some speed, and we're going to have to keep contained if you expect to hold this team down.
Number 7, Baruch, is a running back, 6 foot, 170. The coach's son. He's a senior this year. Logan Bell in the shotgun. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Steps back to pass, throws down the middle. Got a man wide open. That's McCain. To the 40, to the 30, breaks the tackle and pushed out of bounds by Adam Kateri at the 29-yard line. Last man to get there, and Kateri was able to get a hand on him, and that McCain is quite an athlete. Perfect pass by Logan Bell. Right down the sideline. 1st and 10, Poplar Bluff. 36 yards on the reception. Poplar Bluff in good field position once again. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line, looking for more. Marion, Arkansas, taking on Jackson. They lead that one 14-7. Bell, screen pass to Baruch. Got one man there, trips him up. That's Cody Wright at the line of scrimmage. He falls forward to about the 24-yard line. Baruch able to stay on his feet for a gain of 7. Cody Wright tripped him up, but he stayed on his feet long enough to get down to the 21-yard line. So a gain of 7 they'll give him 8. Second down and 2 for the Poplar Bluff Mules. McCain picks up man coverage. Teddy Bankhead on the far side. Man in the slot to the far side. 2 to the right. They give to McCain off the right side at the 20. Waiting for a block. Steps inside the 15. Now thrown backwards. They'll give him forward progress to the 15-yard line, and it's enough for a first down for Poplar Bluff.
That was excellent pursuit by the Farmington defense that time, David. It looked like they had 10 guys around the football, so kudos to the Farmington defense for getting where they needed to be.
Still able to get enough for a first down for Poplar Bluff, so it'll be 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. 9:30 to go, second quarter. Stay tuned for the Kohl's Tractor and Equipment halftime show on Froggy 96, 95.9 FM. We'll catch you up on all the scores around the area. Bell in the shotgun, fakes the handoff, throws to the far side. Got a man wide open, Kateri there. And Kateri able to pick it up at the last section. Intended for Tyson Cox. Adam Kateri there on the coverage. It's a good thing he looked up when he did. That was 6 points. Perfect throw by Logan Bell.
Yeah, he's been pretty pinpoint all night long. He's a gritty kid. That's another coach's kid right there, Coach Bell.
Good friend of yours?
Yeah, great friend of mine. Coaches are defensive back, so I know that the type of coaching that's went into that young man.
Baruch goes in the slot to the far side. McCain, wide receiver to the far side. Shotgun formation. Bell screens it out to the far side. Waiting on the tailback for a blocker. Gets inside the 10. Now taken down at the 6-yard line. Rashawn McCain on the carry. They'll spot it back at the 7.5, so a gain of a couple will bring up a 3rd down and 3 for Poplar Bluff. Now on the other side of the ball, Poplar Bluff's got the ball. They're running the clock, 8:40 to go in this one, and they're looking to put more points on the board and go up by 21 here. See if the Knights can hold. Rashawn McCain to the side of Bell. Handoff to McCain. He goes off the far side, breaks a tackle at the 10, still on his feet at the 5, goes for the end zone. They'll say he went out of bounds at the 3-yard line. So a gain of 4 for Rashawn McCain. And Poplar Bluff on the move once again. 1st and goal for the Mules. I'll
tell you what, he just accelerates out of that backfield. Once he touches that football, He just turns on the jets.
After one in Jackson, Marion, Arkansas leads Jackson 14-7. Bell on the keeper off the left side. Breaks a tackle to 3. Touchdown, Logan Bell. Logan Bell made it look easy on that one as he went off the left side, broke a tackle at the line of scrimmage, and stepped into the end zone for the touchdown.
I'll tell you what, when you got a kid like Bell in your backfield, that's like having an extra running back. I mean, he's
a senior, 5'9", 185, so he's a big kid.
185-pound, yeah. It's like having another 185-pound running back there.
Serta to attempt the extra point. And Tyson Cox to hold. Snap back, ball down. Chip shot is up and good. 8:06 to go in this one. All Poplar Bluff so far. They lead this one 21-0, and we'll come back in 30 seconds. Froggy 96, 95.9 FM.
Attention diabetes sufferers. The diabetes drugs, Invokana, Invocomet, Farxiga, Zigduo, Jardiance, and Glyzombi have been linked to a serious condition known as diabetic ketoacidosis. This can happen when the body produces excessive levels of blood acids that can lead to diabetic coma or even death.
If you or a loved one took any of these drugs and were injured, call the Rely On Group right now. You may be entitled to financial compensation.
Call the Rely On Group today to be connected with an experienced attorney for a free consultation. There is absolutely no risk on your part, and you don't owe us a penny unless we're successful.
Don't be a victim. Get the help you deserve.
If you or a loved one were diagnosed with diabetic ketoacidosis after taking Invokana or other similar diabetic drugs, call the Rely On Group at 800-230-1529 for a free consultation. That's 800-230-1529.
Back to Hale Memorial Stadium, home of the Farmington Knights. Beautiful facility here, perfect Friday night for football, but so far, Coach, hasn't gone the way Coach Eric Krupe and the Farmington Knights wanted it to go. They trail this one 21-0.
No, it hasn't, Dave, but I tell you what, there's still a lot of football to play, and like I've said before, there's no reason to hit the panic button just yet.
Our sister station, 107.1 The Zone, Denver King over there. Went to Perryville tonight. So far, Potosi having their way, 6-0 in the second quarter. Potosi leads Perryville. Central over Confluence Prep, 14-0, and St. John leads Fredericktown 6-3. Black Cats looking for their second win of the year. Good kick to Teddy Bankhead at the 12, across the 15. Goes up the middle to the 20, hit at the 25-yard line, taken down there. And the Knights will have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Met there by Isaiah Johnson on the tackle. And the Knights will have it 1st and 10 at their own 15, looking to get on the board here. Got some more scores for you. Valley Catholic rolls along over Crystal City, 36-0, and Festus at Hillsboro, 0-0 so far. Windsor leads Live for Life 10-0. And our game right here, Poplar Bluff Mules having their way so far over the Farmington Knights, 21-0. Teddy Bankhead to the right, to the left. Adam Kateri to the right. Nathaniel Link goes under center now. Got one man behind him. He's back to pass. Looks, rolls. Looks down the field now. He's got a man. Adam Kateri hangs on at the 40-yard line, and what a great catch by number 29, Adam Kateri. Brett Baruch on the coverage there, but a perfect throw by Nathaniel Link. Nobody was going to catch that ball but Kateri.
That's where you like to see your quarterback put the ball where either your guy's going to catch it or it's going to be incomplete.
Kateri got a step on the safety there, Baruch. And he made a great catch. 1st and 10, Farmington at the 40-yard line of Poplar Bluff. Tyson Gray in motion. Give to the tailback. A little confusion there. It looked like Nathaniel Link wanted that ball back. And Barber hung on to it. Was taken down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 1. So it'll bring up a 2nd down and 11 for Farmington. I'm getting all confused here. Must be the cold medicine. 7:20 to go, second quarter. Shotgun formation. They put Teddy Bankhead in motion this time to the near side. Breaks the tackle. Goes straight back up the gut. Back to the line of scrimmage maybe. They'll give him the 39-yard line. There's a flag on the play, and it will be against Farmington. See what it is. Initial
That's usually in the vicinity of a holding.
Yeah, it looks like a hold. We'll see what the referee has to say. And it is holding against the offense, so see what Coach Bruce wants to do.
This is important news for men who have taken Viagra, Cialis, or Levitra and then suffered from the skin cancer melanoma. According to a new study, the use of Viagra and other ED drugs may increase the risk of men developing a serious form of skin cancer known as melanoma. Call the law offices of Davis & Crump right now. Our first consultation is free, and we don't get paid unless you get paid. Call now. Operators are standing by.
And welcome back to Hale Memorial Stadium here. We lost our Skype signal there for just a minute, and while we did, the Farmington Knights had a third down to try to convert, threw it long down the field. Poplar Bluff intercepted at their own 22-yard line. They took over there 1st and 10. Short gain of 2 yards on the first run, and then the second play was Logan Bell to Tyson Cox for a 78-yard touchdown run. So that's what you missed while we're gone. 27-0 is your score as we await the extra point here by Serta. And it's a fake 2-point conversion off the right side. And good. Tyson Cox was the holder. Was perfectly executed there as Cox took the snap, jumped up, rolled to the near side here, and raced for the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So add an insult to injury there. 6:19 to go, second quarter. Poplar Bluff leads 29-0, and we'll come back in 30 seconds on Froggy 96.
I stole from my family, my friends, loved ones, everybody, and I ended up screwing them over.
If this sounds like you or someone you love, then it's time to call the Addiction Recovery Network. The Addiction Recovery Network ensures that everyone who calls receives the right treatment for anyone needing treatment for alcohol abuse, drug addiction, or dependence on prescription medications. Plus, ARN can tell you if your insurance will cover your treatment.
The people at ARN have the solution for you. I called.
Make the free call now.
Hi, I'm Dylan Radigan. The world is brimming with possibilities. That keeps me busy. My latest invention may be able to feed and sustain communities around the world. My team and I are always on the go, meeting new people and seeing new places. I produce films that I really care about. It's an honor to speak to audiences around the world. When people come together, meaningful work gets done. How do I do all this? Well, that part's easy. Hotelplanner.com.
Not the way the Farmington Knights wanted to draw this one up, Coach, so far. They trail 29-0, and this one's getting ugly.
Well, and it's all due to the explosion of Poplar Bluff's offense. I mean, those guys can score from anywhere on the field at any time.
A lot of great athletes in the purple and white here. Set to kick it off, a line drive kick. He keeps it in bounds this time. Bobbled around at the 24-yard line, and almost a recovery by the Poplar Bluff Mules.
Wow.
Gage Blunt trying to handle that one. As soon as he went to catch it, it skipped up, hit him in the helmet, rolled backwards, and he almost gave that one away.
And you definitely don't want to give the ball back to Poplar Bluff right now. You want to try to keep it out of their hands.
Especially on the 25-yard line. Hydration timeout on the field with 6:15 to go, second quarter. Stay tuned for the Kohl's Tractor and Equipment halftime show. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Froggy 96.
This is important news for men who have taken Viagra, Cialis, or Levitra and then suffered from the skin cancer melanoma. According to a new study, the use of Viagra and other ED drugs may increase the risk of men developing a serious form of skin cancer known as melanoma. Call the law offices of Davis & Crump right now. Our first consultation is free, and we don't get paid unless you get paid. Call now. Operators are standing by.
10 at their own 23-yard line. They trail this one 29-0. Tyson Gray goes in motion. Give to Gray off the right side. Breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage. Gets out across the 25. Still on his feet to the 26-yard line. A gain of 4 for Tyson Gray. Farmington has had a few positives. It got all the way down to the 8-yard line, 4th and goal, and couldn't get in. Got it down close to a first down. Poplar Bluff held, and they took over and put points on the board once again. 2nd down and 8 for Farmington. Nathaniel Link rolls to the right side. Here comes the pressure. In and out of the hands of the receiver. That was Eli Lamb at the 35-yard line. Couldn't hang on to it.
It looked like he was trying to run before he ever caught the ball.
Absolutely. Ball hit him right in the hands, and he was turned and ready to run. Either that or looking for a hit, one or the other. But either way, he dropped the football. 3rd down and 8 for the Knights. Eli Lamb once again comes wide receiver to the left. Teddy Bankhead in the slot. Nathaniel Link rolls once again. He's got good protection. Hit Tyson Gray at the 40. Spins away from a man out to the 43-yard line. And a 1st down for the Farmington Knights. Job by Nathaniel Link. This is not what Farmington had in mind, though. They like to run the ball. They like to run that triple option. Now they're in the shotgun and forced to throw the football to try to get back into this one.
Well, you never want to have to throw the ball when you have to. You want to throw the ball when you want to, and that's definitely not the situation Farmington's in right now.
Now he goes under center, tight formation, gives straight ahead to the tailback, thrown backwards there after a gain of 1, maybe 2, Tyson Barber. Check it, that was 39, Dylan Allen. A short game for him. They'll give him 1, so it'll bring up 2nd down. And Poplar Bluff doing a great job of forcing Farmington into 3rd and longs. And then they have to throw the football. 2 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Once again, shotgun formation for Link. Allen goes in motion. They throw to Teddy Bankhead to the right side. A screen pass. Breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage. Gets out across the 45 to about the 48-yard line. They'll give him the 49.
Pass complete to number 6, Teddy Bankhead.
So it'll be a gain of 5, but it'll still bring up a 3rd down and 4 for the Knights. Poplar Bluff okay with giving up a little, but they'll burn you when you try to get greedy. Shotgun formation once again. 1 wide receiver to the left, 2 to the right. Link in the shotgun, rolls, got good time. Throws to Eli Lamb. He hangs on to it this time at the 40-yard line. Got his hands out in front of him that time and looked the ball in. Great job by Lamb. Looks like Jackson has come back. Jackson and Marion, Arkansas tied now at 21. You knew that Jackson team wasn't going to lay down. That's a pretty good football team. 1st down for the Knights at the Poplar Bluff 40-yard line. Knights looking to get on the board here. So far they're being shut out, 29-0. Link goes under center, back to pass. Throws to the right side, looking for number 4, Kaiser Barton. And incomplete, threw it short at the 30-yard line here. So it'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 for the Knights.
Here's something you don't see a whole lot out of the Farmington team, Dave. They've attempted to throw the ball to 7 different people tonight.
Well, trying to mix it up, trying to get something going here, something positive going. Link goes under center. Put Tyson Gray in motion. They fake. Nathaniel Link breaks a tackle to 35. He's got running room to the 15, 10. Dives for the end zone. Short. They'll say he was out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
Number 10, Nathaniel Link with the carry.
Great job by Link that time as he had the option to Tyson Gray and elected to keep it. Got to the outside to the edge, and it was a foot race to the end zone and knocked out of bounds at the 4-yard line. So 1st and goal for the Farmington Knights.
And that right there shows you what happens when you break your option responsibility.
Nathaniel Link, 1st and goal, 3:48 to go in the 2nd. Looking to get on the board here. Goes under center, Tyson Gray in motion. Keeper to Link, sidesteps a man, looks for the end zone, gets down to about the 2-yard line. He may have the 1, and it looked like almost a busted play there, and Link tripped in the backfield and able to stay on his feet and got down to the 1. 2nd and goal for the Knights. Eli Lamb comes wide to the near side, picked up there by Baruch. Now they put Bankhead in motion. Give straight ahead. Touchdown, Farmington. It looks like Dylan Allen finally gets in the end zone. 2-yard touchdown run for Dylan Allen, and the Knights finally get on the board here. 3:15 to go, 2nd quarter. And an impressive drive for the Knights here. They can chip their way back into this one if they can keep moving the ball like that.
That was about an 80-yard drive, penalty-free, doing what they needed to do, and the result is putting the ball in the end zone for a touchdown.
They will attempt the extra point here. Kraus, snap back, ball down. Chip shot is up and good. 3:15 to go. Knights get on the board. They trail 29-7, and we'll come back in 30 seconds on Froggy 96.
An important message for Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you receiving all the benefits available to you? Now's the time to find the coverage that's right for you at the right price. The way to do that is to explore your options. You can spend hours doing that yourself, or you can call Health Markets and let us do the legwork for you. Let us find you the right plan at the right price and see if you qualify to lower your prescription costs. Put our free service to work for you at no charge.
Call 1-800-604-4072.
Hale Memorial Stadium, side of Friday night's football game here. Poplar, Bluff, and Farmington. Knights finally get on the board here. They trail 29-7. Update from St. Louis. Cardinals lead 1-0 over the Pittsburgh Pirates. Looks like the Cubs are trailing the Brewers 2-0. And Dodgers and the Rockies. It's a big series out there because the Dodgers can knock off the Rockies. That puts us closer to the wild card. But you got to win. Couldn't get it done last night. So line drive kick here, gets the bounce. McCain did a good job at the 47-yard line. They got the bounce they wanted, but not quite high enough as they went for the onside kick here. And they give Poplar Bluff the ball with 3:15 to go in the second quarter. That's a lot of time for a good offense.
Yeah, it is. And I tell you what, as explosive as they've been up to this point, that's enough time for them to score 2 or 3 more times.
Farmington had pretty good coverage on that onside kick, but they couldn't get the ball to do that pop, get it way up in the air, and went right into the hands of McCain. Logan Bell, shotgun formation. McCain behind him, hands off. Check it, that's Johnson. Breaks a tackle at the 50, dives forward to the 45-yard line. Good run by Isaiah Johnson there. Stayed on his feet. And what good runners do, they're always lunging forward when they fall, and he gained about 7 yards just falling forward. Gain of 8 will bring up a 2nd down and 2 for the Mules. 2:50 to go in this one. Cole's Tractor and Equipment halftime show is next as soon as the half ends. Bell in the shotgun. Looks like maybe Johnson moved early. Bell down the middle, intercepted at the 35-40. Breaks a tackle at the 45 and thrown down at the 49-yard line. Luke Boyd right there, and I'm not sure, was that ball tipped at the line of scrimmage? I couldn't really tell, but that went. Bell was back there playing center field, and the ball hit him right in the hand. So, check it, that was Luke Boyd. Bell, the quarterback, throwing that one. He was looking down the middle of the field, and Luke Boyd standing right there for the interception, and a big break for the Knights. 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the second quarter here if they can put points on the board. Link goes under Fenner, 4 wide receiver set, steps back, now he throws, goes straight across the middle, across midfield, down to about the 47-yard line. Knights still have all 3 timeouts here with 2:20 to go in the second quarter. Set to go once again, shotgun formation. Link rolls to the right side. He's got Teddy Bankhead there and underthrew him. Had Teddy Bankhead wide open at the 42. Ball got away from him and wobbled a little bit, and he was unable to get it to Bankhead. Clock stops with 2:03 to go in the second quarter. Eli Lamb, wide receiver, to the near side. Tyson Gray along with Kateri. Gray in the slot to the right side. Link rolls to the right side, looking for a man, looks down the field. Now he's got a man wide open, Kateri. If he can catch it, and he does, and he steps out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Blown coverage there by the Poplar Bluff Mules. Cameron Jones on the coverage, and somehow Adam Kateri got behind him, and he was wide open. As a coach, when you see him that wide open, you go, please catch the ball. He didn't have a man within 10 yards of him, and he couldn't stay in bounds, but he was able to hang on to the football. Eli Lamb to the near side. Link goes under center. Tyson Gray in motion. They give to the tailback straight ahead. Barber breaks a tackle at the 10, to the 5, breaks a tackle down to the 1-yard line, and the ball hits the ground, and the referee says the ball was down by contact at the 1-yard line, and a break for the Knights.
A big break.
1:47 to go in the second quarter here, and the Knights will have it first and goal at the 1. Tyson Barber committed the ultimate sin there, and he reached with one hand to the goal line. He should have just tucked that one in. He got a break as the ball was down at the 1, and the Knights have it first and goal, looking to cut into this 29-7 lead. Link goes under center. Got a man behind him. They put Teddy Bankhead in motion. They give to the tailback straight ahead. Touchdown, Dylan Allen. And just like that, we've got a football game. Check it, that was Nathaniel Link on the keeper there. It looked like Dylan Allen. They faked to him, and Link steps in right behind him for the touchdown. 29-13 as we await the extra point here. Kraus to attempt the extra point here. Snap back, ball down. It's a good one. Chip shot is up and good. 1:45 to go, second quarter. 29-14 is your score. And we'll come back in 30 seconds with more high school football on Froggy 96.
Are you behind on paying your mortgage? Is the bank threatening to take your home? Is your house underwater because you owe more on it than it's worth? Are you considering trying to get a loan modification on your own?
Did you know that less than 5% of the people that tried on their own actually got a modification? At the American Mortgage Assistance Center, we know the rules and regulations the banks don't want you to know about, and we've helped thousands of people stay in their homes. Are you struggling to keep up? Are you past due on your mortgage? If so, we can help. It doesn't matter if you've been turned down before or if you're currently getting the runaround from your lender. The consultation is free, and it only takes a few minutes to find out if we can help. And forget what you've been told. Your credit does not matter. So call us today and let's get your loan modified into one you can afford.
Call the American Mortgage Assistance Center today at 800-238-7060.
Poplar Bluff has it teed up at their own 40. A line drive kick here. Bounces right up to the up man at the 25. Breaks a tackle at the 30. They'll give him forward progress to the 30-yard line. It'll be first and 10 for the Knights with 15 seconds to go here. Do you take a knee and go in the locker room, or you try to get one down the field?
You know, that's a catch-22. You know, their offense does have a lot of confidence in it right now. You know, maybe they do. You know, they still got what, 2 timeouts, 3 timeouts?
3 timeouts. Speaking of 22s, that's what they trail by is 22. Put a man in motion, Tyson Gray. They hand off to Barber off the right side. He gets to the line of scrimmage, may go out of bounds there. We'll see. Nope. They say he stayed in bounds. A gain of 1. Dylan Allen on the carry. And the clock's going to run out on the second quarter. At the half, all Poplar Bluff, they lead 36-14. And we'll come back with the Kohl's Tractor and Equipment halftime show in a couple minutes on Froggy 96, 95.9 FM.
If you are age 80 or younger, call the number on your screen to learn more about the FX plan from Final Life. Average funerals can exceed costs of over $7,000. Social Security only pays $255, leaving your family and loved ones to pay off your debt. To receive free information about the FX plan and its benefits, call the number on your screen. Also receive information about a free prescription discount card by calling now. Call the number on your screen. There's no obligation.
Attention patients who've been implanted with an IVC filter. IVC filters are implanted into the inferior vena cava vein to prevent blood clots from traveling into the lungs, causing pulmonary embolisms. Unfortunately, these filters can fracture, move throughout the body, pierce blood vessels and organs, tilt, or become irretrievable. These failures can result in a number of serious injuries, including internal bleeding, organ damage, infection, and even death. If you were implanted with an IVC filter and were injured, you may be owed compensation from the manufacturer. Call the Reliant Group right now to be connected to an experienced attorney for a free consultation. You don't owe us a penny unless we're successful.
Call the Reliant Group right now. You may be entitled to financial compensation for your pain and suffering.
Do not delay. There are time deadlines to file a claim. If you or a loved one has been implanted with an IVC filter and the device failed, call the Rely On Group today at 800-230-7515. That's 800-230-7515. The diabetes drugs, Invokana, Invokamet, Farxiga, Zigduo, Jardiance, and Glyzombi have been linked to a serious condition known as diabetic ketoacidosis. Call the Rely On Group today for a free consultation. There is absolutely no risk on your part.
Don't be a victim. Get the help you deserve.
If you or a loved one were diagnosed with diabetic ketoacidosis after taking Invokana or any other similar diabetic drugs, call 800-283-4717.
Are you one of the many Americans who undergo CPAP or BiPAP therapy? How often are you replacing your masks and hoses? Call Medical Supply Helpline now to speak with an expert agent who will determine which supplies you need and set up a schedule for your fresh brand name supplies to be delivered right to your door right when you need them. Shipping is absolutely free, and you may even qualify to receive supplies at no cost to you.
Call 800-284-5718 today.
Attention women who used Mirena or other types of birth control before developing pseudotumor cerebri. Those inflicted may experience headaches, neck and shoulder aches, dizziness, blurred vision, and even permanent vision loss. The cause of pseudotumor cerebri, or idiopathic intracranial hypertension, as it is sometimes called, is not fully understood. However, new studies have suggested a link between women with this condition and various birth control drugs and devices, such as Mirena IUD. If you or a loved one was diagnosed with pseudotumor cerebri or idiopathic intracranial hypertension after using Mirena, Ortho-Evra, or Depo-Provera, call the Rely On Group now. You may be entitled to financial compensation for your injuries. A number of lawsuits have already been filed against the manufacturer for failing to warn patients about the dangers of these drugs. Your voice deserves to be heard. Call the Rely On Group at 800-989-4886. That's 800-989-4886.
High school football is where we're at. Hale Memorial Stadium on the campus of the Farmington Knights. Poplar Bluff Mules, the visiting team here, putting it on the night so far, 36-14. At the half, Marion, Arkansas leads Jackson 28-21, and I believe, look back here, I believe they've led that whole game, haven't they, Coach?
I think you are correct.
Let's see if we've got a no update. The last check we've had at the Cape Central Sykeston game, 28-13. And we are set to go here. Victor kicks it off. A line drive kick at the 27, across the 30, 35, breaks a tackle, taken down at the 38-yard line. And the Knights will have it there, 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line. Looking to put some points on the board here. Gage Blunt on the return. And here comes the Knights offense. They trail this one 36-14. Trying to go 3-1 on the season. Poplar Bluff Mules looking to stay perfect at 4-0. Nathaniel Link goes under center. I formation this time. Give to the tailback, Tyson Gray. Start out in the I and hit at the line of scrimmage. Thrown back to the 35-yard line. They'll give him forward progress back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe lose a yard. So Eli Lamb checks into the game. Went with the I formation, Dylan Allen and Tyson Gray behind Nathaniel Link. That time, as they quickly go out of that, as Allen now behind Link. 4 wide receivers set, 2 to each side. Back to pass, Nathan Link looking for Gray. He's covered. Now he tucks it down, going to run. Gets to the outside, gets to the edge to the 40, runs out of bounds. After a short gain of 4, Rashawn McLean running out of bounds. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 8 for the Knights. Link now in the shotgun. 3 wide receiver set. He rolls to the near side looking for a man. He's got a lot of time. Good coverage by the Knights. Now he turns, breaks a tackle, hit out of bounds, and Nathaniel Link ends up on the track about 7 yards off of the field. And no flag there. Coach Bruce see him kind of working his magic there with the referee.
Yeah.
Don't you throw a flag. That was a close one. Could have been hit out of bounds, but they let it play. North County 27-6 over DeSoto. Potosi and Perryville just coming out of the half. That game 12-7 Potosi. And Central having their way over Confluence Prep 35-0. Ryan Barnes. And it looked like Coach Krupe doesn't like what he sees. He's coming out on the field here. And Farmington, not what they needed there, burn a timeout early in the second half here. 11:09 to go, third quarter. Timeout Farmington, and we'll be back in 30 seconds on Froggy 96.
This is important news for men who have taken Viagra, Cialis, or Levitra and then suffered from the skin cancer melanoma. According to a new study, the use of Viagra and other ED drugs may increase the risk of men developing a serious form of skin cancer known as melanoma. Melanoma is a deadly form of skin cancer, which may require treatments such as surgery, chemotherapy, or radiation. In many advanced cases, melanoma can result in death. If you or a loved one took Viagra, Cialis, or Levitra and then were diagnosed with a skin cancer called melanoma, you may have a right to a cash award and medical expenses. Call the law offices of Davis & Crump at the number below right now to find out if you are eligible. Call the law offices of Davis & Crump right now. Our first consultation is free, and we don't get paid unless you get paid. Call now. Operators are standing by.
Back to live action now as the Knights are getting ready to punt this one away. It's a good snap. And now a fake, and they keep it. Try to go off the right side and taken down from behind. Great job by Poplar Bluff there. They tried to fake the punt. Ryan Barnes, and Poplar Bluff read that all the way, and he was able to get about 3 yards and ended up 4 yards, 5 yards short of the first down, and just another shot in the foot for the Farmington Knights.
Well, and the thing of it is, you know, you call a fake like that, you call some type of trick play, and then you have to call a timeout. You know, it kind of tips your hat a little bit.
1st and 10, Poplar Bluff. They break the huddle at the 41-yard line of the Farmington Knights. Looking for more. Logan Bell. Hands off to the tailback, McCain. He gets to the outside, stiff arms a man at the 35, breaks a tackle at the 25, and finally pushed out of bounds at the 21-yard line. What explosive speed by McCain.
That's what I said. When he gets the ball in his hand, it's like he gets faster. He finds another gear, especially when he crosses that line of scrimmage.
He got to the edge, and there was no one there, and Barnes met him at the 21 and able to push him out of bounds. Otherwise, he was gone. Logan Bell comes back from the sideline now, joins the huddle, and they break. Mayanza McCain goes a wide receiver to the far side. 2 wide receivers to the near side with Baruch in the slot. Logan Bell shotgun, got McCain behind him. They're going to give it to him once again off the right side. Untouched at the 10, finally knocked out of bounds by Kateri at the 3-yard line. You get Rashawn McCain, 6'1", 220, taking on a guy in your secondary, Adam Kateri, number 29, 5'11", 145, buck 45. It's you put your head down and hope he don't run completely over you.
That's right, and you hope that those front 8 take care of that guy before he gets into the secondary.
He got loose into the secondary untouched. Kateri finally knocked him out of bounds at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, Poplar Bluff. Logan Bell going to keep it off the right side, steps to the outside, breaks a tackle, puts his head down at the goal line. Touchdown, Logan Bell. 3-yard touchdown run by Logan Bell, and just like that, Poplar Bluff has more points on the board. And they now lead 42-14.
Back to attempt the extra point for the Mules, number 88, Victor Serta.
Victor Serta to attempt the extra point here. Snap back, chip shot is up, almost blocked, but good. 10:29 to go in the third quarter. 43-14 your score. Poplar Bluff putting it on Farmington. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Froggy 96.
Stop! Living with hair loss, that is. Losing your hair is no fun, and no one wants to be bald, but there is hope.
Getting my hair back was the best thing that ever happened to me.
I'm happy with the way I look now.
I'm very excited about my hair.
I feel beautiful.
I love my hair.
Hair Club offers all proven hair loss solutions backed by our commitment to satisfaction guarantee. If you're not 100% satisfied with the solution you choose, Hair Club will apply the purchase price to another proven hair loss solution or transplant more hair at no charge.
It was the best thing I've ever done.
It looks good on me.
Call in the next 5 minutes to get your free brochure at no obligation. It will tell you everything you need to know about your hair loss problem, and it's free if you call now.
I am more pleased than what I had even imagined.
I at least look, I would say, 5 years younger.
I'm 52, and I look better now than I did when I was in my 40s.
I feel great.
And that's not all. The first 100 people who call will also receive $250 off any hair loss solution from Hair Club. Call now.
Give the gift of life. Froggy 96 will have a blood drive tomorrow, sponsored by King Auto Sales. From 10 to 2 at King Auto Sales. They'll have the mobile blood drive unit there. Froggy 96's Dustin Kopp will be there from 10 to noon. 10 to 2 is the blood drive. If you can give blood, go give the gift of life. Picked up at the 28-yard line. Gage gets out across the 30. Good coverage there by the Poplar Bluff Mules. He gets out to the 31. And the Knights will have it there first and 10 at their own 31-yard line. 10:24 to go here in the third quarter.
Dustin, are you going to give blood tomorrow? He says no. You not like needles?
Our producer-engineer, Dustin Kopp, will be doing the live remote from King Auto Sales, 10 to noon. Go by and see him. You got till 2 o'clock to get out there and give blood. Nathaniel Link goes under center, hands off to Tyson Gray, breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage. Still driving forward out to about the 34-yard line, a gain of 4 for Tyson Gray.
I'll tell you one thing, Dave, that I've noticed out of these Farmington running backs tonight. It seems like that compared to the last Farmington game that we did up to tonight, they seem like they're running a whole lot harder than what they were before.
The last time we saw them was the North County game?
Yes.
Correct? And North County kind of dominated most of that game. Link on the keeper, goes off the right side, breaks a tackle, and now a whistle. And I'm not sure why. There was one whistle initially, and then the referee finally stopped the play. Nathaniel Link had some running room down the right side, but the play.
The official got fooled by the option. Inadvertent whistle. Gotta love them.
Coach Krupe with his hands in the air. He's not real sure what happened there or why it happened, but it cost him a pretty good run by his quarterback there, but we'll rerun the down. 2nd down and 7 will be the play. Don't forget, you can watch this game live as Spencer Hovis and Matt Dockins are here filming the game for KDKZ 18, the local station right here in Farmington. Watch this game Sunday at noon on Channel 18, or you can log on to froggy96online.com or kdkz18.com. Click on the sports tab and watch any game that we have broadcast for you all season long. So a great way to look back at some pretty good high school football games as the referee is trying to explain to Coach Bruce here what we're going to do. It should be 2nd down and 9 if they replay the down here, but we'll see after Coach Bruce gets done pleading his case here. Does that work very often?
No, not usually, and I never was smart enough to keep my mouth shut about it. So
we have Froggy 96 being the country leader, we have some sad news in the country music industry. Don Williams died today, 78 years old. Had I think it was congestive heart failure is what the actual cause was. He had been pretty sick here just recently, but what a legend, what a great guy. Yeah. Did you like Don Williams' music?
I did. Nice, smooth voice. And
I wake up every morning singing one of his songs, Lord, I hope this day is good. And I do that every day. I thank the good Lord that I'm able to get out of bed because sometimes it's kind of rough for me, old boy.
Well, I know the feeling. I'm not quite as old as you are, but I know the feeling.
And another, star in country music also was killed today. Troy Gentry of the famed group Montgomery Gentry was on his way in a helicopter on his way to do a show in New England, I believe it was, and helicopter crashed and killed him. 50 years old. What a shame.
Tragic deal.
Now we're set to go here. It will be 2nd down and 7. Ball at the 34-yard line. Link in the shotgun. Now he has a man go in motion. They throw the screen pass and almost tipped by 2 different guys. I'm going to say that ball was incomplete as it hit the ground there, but once again, a very close play to a screen pass again.
Looked like there was a little confusion on the Farmington side of that too. You had the split receiver that was running a stop route, and you had the running back that was running the swing route. So you had 2 receivers right there in the same spot, which drew a herd of the Poplar Bluff defense in there.
Anytime they throw to Tyson Gray, he's going to draw a crowd. Shotgun formation, 3rd and 7. Nathaniel Link rolls to the far side, tries to turn the corner. Now he looks down the field and got a man and caught Eli Lamb at the 49-yard line. Good job by Eli Lamb to keep his feet in bounds and came back to the ball a little bit. Good job for him. He saw his quarterback was in trouble, so he rerouted and come back to the ball at the 49, almost said the 51-yard line. Now Link quickly under center, one to the right, one to the left. Put a man in motion. That's Teddy Bankhead. Keeper by Nathaniel Link. Now he pitches to Bankhead, and the ball's on the ground. And I think Poplar Bluff. Nope. Your old buddy down there Bell thought it was their ball, and then he was kind of disappointed when when Farmington come up with the ball.
Well, Coach Bell, he's got a tendency to get excited over just about anything down there, so I can understand that.
Forward progress gives the ball to Farmington at the 45-yard line of the Poplar Bluff Mules. 9 minutes to go, 3rd quarter here. Shotgun formation. Link rolls to the right side. This team being pursued from behind. Got a man, Kateri, at the 25-yard line. Caught, stepped out of bounds at the 25. Good job by Link. He was patient there and waited for Kateri to come across the field and threw a strike to him at the 25-yard line. Baruch on the coverage there. 1st down, Farmington. Jackson's finally tied it up. It's 28 all. 10:25 to go in the 3rd quarter on that one. Link now goes under center. 2 receivers to the right side. Link hands off to the tailback straight ahead inside the 25 down to about the 22-yard line. Barber on the carry for a short gain. They'll give him 2. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 8 for the Knights.
I'll tell you, on this drive, Farmington's doing a really good job mixing in the run and the pass.
They have completed some pretty key passes here to keep this drive alive. 1 to Lamb, 1 to Kateri. And now shotgun formation. 4 wide receiver set, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Link back to pass. He's got time. Looks to the corner and picked at the 5-yard line. And an ill-advised pass right there as Mayanza McCain was sitting there waiting on that one. And he probably shouldn't have threw that football. Looking for Teddy Bankhead, underthrew him. And McCain picked that off, and so much for the Knights drive there. Going pretty well and threw the interception at the 5-yard line.
Well, McCain was definitely camped out under that ball waiting on it. I mean, he pretty much telegraphed that pass. He looked at him the entire way.
The turnover gives the ball back to the Mules. 8:13 to go, 3rd quarter. They'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line. Do they keep their foot on the gas, or do they run the ball to McCain? That's foot on the gas too, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
McCain behind Bell, shotgun formation. They give to McCain off the right side, steps to the outside. 1 man to beat, sidesteps him at the 10, 15. Got running room to the 20, finally taken down at the 34-yard line.
Number 14, Isaiah Johnson was the carry. Brought down by number 58, Colby.
Kind of reminds me of a diesel truck once he gets going.
Yes, sir.
It takes him a little bit to get going, but, buddy, when he gets going, there ain't no shutting him down.
Colby Barnes finally able to run him down at the 32-yard line. Good run by McCain once again. And now Poplar Bluff, they're okay with slowing this thing down a little bit. 10 seconds to go on the play clock as Bell joins the huddle. Now they break quickly. 1 wide receiver to the right. Baruch goes in the slot right. 2 wide receivers to the far side. Shotgun formation once again for Bell. He doesn't like what he sees, and he calls a timeout. 7:39 to go, 3rd quarter. We'll call a timeout and be back in 30 seconds. Froggy 96.
This is important news for women diagnosed with ovarian cancer. Talcum powder may have caused your ovarian cancer. According to many studies, long-term use of talcum powder in products such as baby powder or shower-to-shower for feminine hygiene is linked directly to ovarian cancer. If you have been diagnosed with ovarian cancer, or if a loved one died from ovarian cancer after using baby powder or shower-to-shower products containing talcum powder, you may have a right to a cash award and medical expenses. According to testimony in court, a leading baby powder company knew decades ago about the link between their baby powder and ovarian cancer, but failed to warn women of the danger. If you are an ovarian cancer victim, or if a loved one died from ovarian cancer after using talcum powder, call the law offices of Davis & Crump at the number below right now to find out if you are eligible for a cash award and medical expenses. Call the law offices of Davis & Crump right now. Our first consultation is free, and we don't get paid unless you get paid. Call now. Operators are standing by.
Bluff Mules looking to up their offensive average. That came into tonight at 38 points, 43 points already against Farmington here, so that average will go up a little bit. And their defensive average is right on schedule. They've given up 14 so far in 3 games. They've given up 11. Baruch in motion. They hand off him, then the sweep to the far side, turns the corner at the 45, waits for blocking at midfield, and finally thrown out of bounds at the 45-yard line. How about the patience of Baruch?
Well, and the thing of it is, they've been giving up that. Farmington's been giving up that edge all night long. I bet you Poplar Bluff's averaging 20 to 25 yards per carry on that jet sweep.
Look at the numbers that were down the field: 75, 66, 58. Those linemen doing a great job getting out in front of him and blocking. He's able to be very patient and wait on them, and that's where the big yardage is coming from. 2 to the right, 2 to the left, shotgun formation once again. Now Logan Bell stands up, looks to the sideline for the next play. He's got McCain behind him. Bell a little unsure here. Now he goes shotgun. Straight back to pass, looks down the field. He wants more. He's got Eli Lamb there. If Lamb turns around, what a catch. What a great catch at the 15-yard line.
Oh, incomplete.
Oh, they're going to say he was out of bounds. He was juggling the football on the way out. But what concentration to hang on to that football. What a great job. Eli Lamb doing everything he can. He was all over that ball. If he turns a split second sooner, he might have an interception.
That's the thing. You got to keep your head on the swivel so you can see where it's coming in. And if you can't, you got to watch that receiver's eyes, because if you've ever played even backyard football, when that ball gets there, those eyes get wide.
Logan Bell now joins the huddle once again. 2nd down and 10, and we're on the visitor sideline, and the fans on this side, they wanted that catch. Incomplete. 2nd down. Hand off to the fullback, straight ahead, breaks a tackle at the 45, sidesteps a man at the 40, patiently waits for a block, gets inside the 35, down to the 34-yard line. 14, that's Isaiah Johnson. They're mixing it up pretty well with Johnson and McCain.
You know, we've talked about his quickness, we've talked about his speed, but how about that field vision right there? He saw a little crease and he accelerated through, and the result was another 1st down for Poplar Bluff.
Try to update some of the others here as we go along. In the 3rd quarter, Jackson and Marion, Arkansas, still tied at 28. Knew Jackson wasn't going to lay down. They're right in the thick of that one now. They're tied at 28 late in the 3rd. Twins to the right, twins to the left. Shotgun formation, give to the tailback once again, straight ahead, sidesteps a man inside the 20, at 30, still on his feet, down to about the 26-yard line.
Number 14, Isaiah Johnson with the carry.
Looks like Sykeston 28-19 over Cape Central. Kind of shocks me just a little bit. I have a lot of faith in Coach Gibbs' teams, and I know how hard he can make their teams play, but Cape Central's a powerhouse, man. A lot of athletes on both sides of the ball there. Same way as these Poplar Bluff Mules. This is a very good football team. Shotgun formation, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Hand off to the tailback once again. Waits on a block, gets inside the 25, down to about the 21-yard line. Going to have enough for a 1st down. They'll spot it at the 20-yard line.
Well, you know the difference in this
6 for Johnson.
The difference in this running game compared to some of the teams that we've watched the past couple of weeks is their receivers are just as concerned about blocking and staying with their blocks as they are running their pass routes.
When you mix the ball up as well as they've done tonight, and they can utilize all those guys, the receivers know we're not just a blocker out here. We're going to get the ball at some point, and they've thrown the ball around quite a bit. Shotgun formation, give to Johnson once again. He tries to get to the outside side. Stiff arms a man at the 25-yard line, breaks the tackle and gets down to about the 23-yard line. Good defense by the Knights. Tyson Gray in on the tackle. Michael Simmons also in on the tackle. Looks like Luke Boyd coming up, hobbling just a little bit here. It looks like we have an official timeout on the field. 5:53 to go, third quarter. 43-14 is your score, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. Froggy 96.
If you or a loved one has mesothelioma or been diagnosed with another asbestos-related cancer, call now. An estimated $30 billion in court-ordered trusts have been set aside to pay out claims to asbestos victims. You may be able to receive compensation without ever going to court or filing a lawsuit. Thousands of hardworking men and women have been diagnosed with mesothelioma because manufacturers put profits ahead of safety. Manufacturers knew the risks of asbestos exposure for years, but knowingly manufactured and sold deadly asbestos-containing materials, putting millions of American workers at risk. These manufacturers have tried to avoid compensating their victims, but the courts have ordered them to set aside an estimated $30 billion in trust money for the victims of asbestos. Call now to see if you're entitled to a portion of the $30 billion. You could receive compensation without filing a lawsuit or going to court.
For your free legal consultation, call 1-800-306-2712 now. That's 1-800-306-2712. I'm a non-attorney spokesperson.
Welcome back to Hale Memorial Stadium, Jack Richardson Field on the campus of the Farmington Knights. Not the way the Knights drew it up here tonight. So far, 43-14 is your score midway through the third quarter. Coming out of the timeout now, shotgun formation, empty backfield for Logan. Hands off to McCain, cuts back across the grain to the 20, breaks a tackle, puts the ball on the ground, and Farmington catches a break, and they will recover this one. And a huge break for the Knights as they recover at the 19-yard line. Devin Hughes able to recover that one, but one of the defensive backs there got in there and got a hand in there and knocked it loose from McCain. And you don't see that too often from the big guy.
No, you don't. And, that's one of the things that I hate about, I understand the water timeouts and whatnot, but when you're driving like that, the last thing you want is a timeout, come to the sideline, because 9 times out of 10, the kid's going to come out flat, and that's exactly what happened.
Eli Lamb comes wide receiver to the near side, handoff to the tailback, Tyson Gray, I believe, straight ahead. And a host of people there, a big crowd. Let's see. Nope, it was Dylan Allen on the carry there. They're going to give him the original line of scrimmage, so no gain for Dylan Allen. Waiting on a play from the sideline here as the clock continues to run. Inside 5:40 to go, third quarter. Now we're set, twins to the right, put a man in motion, hand off to the tailback. Now he pulls it back, Nathaniel Link waits on a block and gets out, falls forward out to about the 27-yard line. Going to be close to a first down. Link did a good job of waiting on his blocker, pushing his blocker along, and then stumbled at the 27. He'll be just short of a first down, third down and 1 for the Knights.
Looks like he's a little hobbled.
One to the right, one to the left. Tyson Gray in motion. Now they stop. Look to the sideline for the next play. And now he goes back under center. Teddy Bankhead in motion this time. Gives straight ahead to the tailback. Straight ahead. Breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage. Gets out to about the 34-yard line. Dylan Allen again on the carry.
Well, that's a good hard run right there.
We'll give him 6. It'll be a first down for the Knights. A much-needed first down, if nothing else, just to keep that offense, Poplar Bluff offense, off the field. Shotgun formation, Link back to pass, rolls to the far side. He's got a man, Teddy Bankhead, in and out of his hands. 2 receivers there pretty close. Adam Kateri also there with Teddy Bankhead, just a few yards apart. Once again, draws a lot of attention to that side of the field.
Well, and he's getting so much backside pressure right now, he doesn't have time to set his feet and throw, so he's throwing on the run. So, obviously, honestly, when that happens, you're going to throw the ball high because you don't have time to set your feet, and that's exactly what happened on that play.
Makes you have happy feet, doesn't it?
Exactly right.
Get rid of that ball. Shotgun formation. 2 men behind, so they give to Tyson Gray. Gets out across the line of scrimmage, and 46 wrapped him up. Check at number 45, Martarius Bell. Had him wrapped up, and he thought about body slamming him and took a second thought and said, I probably better not do that.
Especially not right there in front of the official.
A short gain for the Knights. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 7 for Farmington. Under center, I formation, give to Tyson Gray. Breaks a tackle to the line of scrimmage, puts his head down at the 40 and falls forward to the 45-yard line. That's what good runners do. He dove forward, and he got enough for a 1st down. They'll move the chains. Cox on the tackle, but not until Tyson Gray gets a 1st down here at the 45-yard line. Keeps the drive alive. 4:30 to go, 3rd quarter. Eli Lamb, wide receiver to the near side. Teddy Bankhead to the right. 1 man in the slot to the right. Link under center, back to pass. Got pressured, gets away from pressure. Now looks up the field. Got 2 men there and picked off once again. Underthrown and picked off by Tyson Cox. Neonza McCain also there on the coverage, and that's what happens when you throw. Teddy Bankhead and Kateri were both there within 3 yards of each other. You draw a lot of coverage, and then when you underthrow the football, there's a good chance that it's going to get picked off, and that's what happened.
And that's one of the things we used to always tell our kids. We used to use the analogy, if everybody's in the general vicinity right there, if somebody were to drop a grenade in, blow us all up at the same time with 1 grenade.
Yeah, I don't know if somebody didn't run the right route there or whatever, but the 2 guys ended up in the same place. And, for Nathaniel Link, when he sees that, he's got to throw that ball away. Throw it over the head of somebody so the only one that can catch it is your guy, and he threw it right into the hands. Bell, hands off to the tailback. Good job by the defensive line there. McCain explosive from behind the line of scrimmage there. But Kobe Edwards able to trip him up for a short gain there. Nice play by the defensive lineman. .348 to go, 3rd quarter. Join us for the Kohl's Tractor and Equipment post-game show. We'll have run down all the scores from around the area. Keep a check on some pretty good football games that are going on here. Ball hits the ground again, once again, and Farmington thought they have it, and they may. Let's see what the referees say. They did. Once again, Farmington catches a break. Devin Hughes able to get that one as the handoff didn't go real smooth, and the ball went on the ground at the 25-yard line. Devin Hughes, they're going to give that to Ryan Barnes on the recovery. Either way, Farmington has it in great field position, 1st and 10 at the Poplar Bluff 25-yard line.
I'll tell you another thing that's working into Poplar Bluff's favor right now is notice the number of kids that are shuttling in and out of the game, on and off the field.
Not so much on the other side. Tyson Gray in motion. Link on the keeper. Breaks a tackle to the line of scrimmage at the 20, 10. He's going to go. Touchdown, Nathaniel Link. Broke a tackle at the 20-yard line. Broke another one at the 10. Dove for the end zone and gets in from 25 yards out.
That's an example of a kid running with a purpose right there, Dave.
Good job by the quarterback and the leader, Nathaniel Link. 25-yard touchdown run for him. Had the option there with Tyson Gray. Decided to keep it. Broke the initial tackle and then sprinted down the sideline. Had another guy try to get him at the 15. Broke that also and then dove for the end zone. Snap back. Chip shot is up. And good. 3:27 to go, 3rd quarter. 43-21 is your score. And we'll come back with more high school football right after this.
Are you one of the many Americans who undergo CPAP or BiPAP therapy? How often are you replacing your masks and hoses? Replacing your CPAP or BiPAP supplies every 3 to 6 months is critical to an effective therapy. Bacteria will build up, making you sick, and worn-out straps cause leaks and are just plain uncomfortable. Let Allied Medical Supply Network help. Call Allied Medical to speak to an expert agent that will determine which supplies you need and will set up a schedule for your fresh, brand-name supplies to be delivered right to your door, right when you need them. Shipping's absolutely free, and you may qualify to receive supplies at little or no cost to you. That's right, there's no driving around town or remembering when to order. Call Allied Medical Supply Network today and rest easy.
Call 800-619-1272. That's 800-619-1272.
Without all of our great sponsors, Farmington Building Supply, Craig's Roofing, Patriot Ready Mix, the Farmington Walmart, Sparks Motors, A Western Photography, Ward's Farm Center, First State Community Bank, Perry County School District, Old Dad's Pressure Washing, Charlie's Mowing, Cole's Tractor and Equipment, Hood's Discount Home Center, and Big Dick's Barbecue in Farmington. .327 to go, third quarter. Farmington gets on the board once again. They trail 43-21, and the kickoff is taken at the 28-yard line. That's by Logan Bell, the quarterback. Breaks the tackle at the 35. Still on his feet, out across midfield to the 40. It's a foot race. They tried to drag him down at the 30, 20. Still on his feet down to the 11-yard line, and Logan Bell. What a kickoff return by the young man, the quarterback, and the leader of this football team.
I told you that kid was gritty.
Wow. 64 yards unofficially for Logan Bell. They tried to pop that one up and make the up man take it, and they had the wrong up man take that one. What a gritty run by the quarterback. Quarterback, kickoff return guy. A little bit of everything tonight. And you can bet when he joins that huddle, he's going to want 7 more points after that run.
Absolutely.
What an exciting runner. Logan Bell, the senior quarterback, 5'9", 185, playing like he's 6'5" tonight. Shotgun formation. Johnson in the backfield with Bell. Twins to the right, twins to the left, waiting on the official here. Reset the clock. And now we're set to go. Shotgun formation. Hands off to the tailback, turns the corner, breaks the tackle, puts his head down at the 5 and runs over to Farmington Knight defenders as he's pushed out of bounds. Rashawn McCain on the carry. They'll give him 6. They'll spot the ball at the 3-yard line, so they could get a first down here without getting in at the half-yard line, but we'll see what happens. 3:03 to go, third quarter. Now Logan Bell joins the huddle once again, and they break. McCain goes wide receiver to the far side. Tyson Cox to the near side. Barus in the shotgun. Here comes Logan Bell. He's going to keep it. Rolls to the right side. Breaks a tackle. Spins away from a guy. Looks for the end zone. Taken down at the 1-yard line. Number 62, that's Kobe Edwards on the tackle. They get down to the about 1.5-yard line, so they could about a half a yard shy of a first down.
You know, Dave, a little side note on Bell. I don't know if you know this or not, but he finished second in the state in Class 5 as a javelin thrower in track and field last year.
Did not know that. Shotgun formation for Bell. They put a man in motion. They fake the handoff. Bell straight up the gut, untouched, and he puts it on one of the Farmington Knight defenders after he got in the end zone. Touchdown, Poplar Bluff.
But the way he's running the football, you'd swear he's a shot putter.
I'm pretty sure he's a real good athlete, though. I know that. A great job by him. Set this one up. And from 1 yard out, Logan Bell puts more points on the board for the Poplar Bluff Mules. 49-21 as we await the extra point here. Snap back. Chip shot is up. He gets him plenty high enough and good. 2:21 to go, third quarter. 50-21 your score. We'll step aside for 30 seconds and come back with more football right after this.
If you or a loved one has mesothelioma or any other asbestos-related cancer, call now. Asbestos manufacturers sold deadly asbestos materials to thousands of companies, putting workers at risk. An estimated $30 billion in court-ordered trusts have been set aside to pay out claims to asbestos victims. You may be entitled to a portion of these funds and receive compensation without filing a lawsuit or ever going to court.
For your free legal consultation, call 1-800-217-1205 now. That's 1-800-217-1205. I'm a non-attorney spokesperson.
Well, Coach. 2:21 to go in the third quarter. Jackson takes their first lead of the night over Marion, Arkansas, 42-35, and something tells me that's a long way from over.
I would have to agree with you.
Two pretty good football teams right there. Kickoff by Poplar Bluff. A line drive kick taken by Kateri at the 20-25. Sidesteps a man at the 30, refuses to go out of bounds, and taken down finally at the 30-yard line, 31. First and 10, Farmington at their own 31-yard line. Let's check on some scores for you. Hillsboro strutting their stuff a little bit now, close in the first half, but they now lead 22-7. That game in the fourth quarter. Lift for Life over Windsor, 20-10. Valley Catholic shutting out Crystal City, 63-0, and St. Genevieve over Fredericktown, 32-3. Park Hill Central shutting out Confluence Prep 42-0. And Potosi leads Perryville 18-7. Nathaniel Link back to pass. A great catch there down the sideline by Teddy Bankhead at the 45-yard line. Finally pushed out of bounds at the 36-yard line. Pretty good concentration there by Teddy Bankhead.
Laid that ball out there. He didn't even have to break stride.
Nathaniel Link with a great pass that time. He's been criticized a little bit for underthrowing the ball a few times and a couple interceptions, but probably because of the pressure. Shot I formation once again. Handoff to Dylan Allen. Now he pulls it back. Nathaniel Link tries to spin away from a man at the line of scrimmage. He'll get down to the 34, a gain of 1. And it'll bring up a second down and 9 for the Knights. Good opportunity here to put some more points on the board. 2nd and 8. Dylan Allen behind Nathaniel Link. He goes under center. One wide receiver to the right, one to the left. Tyson Gray in motion. Link back to pass. Looks for Teddy Bankhead once again, and in and out of the hands at the 5-yard line. McCain and Jones there on the coverage. A little better throw that time. He threw it to the sideline. The only guy going to catch it was Teddy Bankhead, and he dove for it and went off his fingertips, incomplete.
Well, he had time to set his feet, had time to go through his reads. Of course he's going to throw a better ball.
Kateri checks back in. Eli Lamb out of the game. Teddy Bankhead to the near side now. Picked up there by Baruch. I formation. Pitch to Tyson Gray. Goes off the right side across the line of scrimmage. Still on his feet across the 30. Gets down to the 26-yard line. Close to a first down. Going to be short by about 1 yard. And referees signal a timeout here. I think they may want to change. No, referee says first down, move the chains. 1:15 to go, third quarter. 50-21 your score. Now Teddy Bankhead comes set to the near side. Kateri to the right side. I formation behind Link. Back to pass. Gives it now to Tyson Gray. Hit at the line of scrimmage. May get to the 25-yard line. Tough yard for Tyson Gray.
Brought down by number 57,
Boone Vandiver on the tackle. 50 seconds to go in the third quarter here. I formation once again. Link goes under center. Now he pitches to Gray off the near side, waits for a block, stiffs arms a man at the line of scrimmage. Still on his feet, breaks a tackle to 25, falls forward to the 21-yard line, and that guy's tough to take down.
I'll tell you, that was a nice hard run right there.
Patient there, stiff arm one defender and then waited on a block, got behind him, pushed the defender forward to the 20-yard line, a gain of 5. So a third down and 5 for the Knights. See if they can get another play off here with 10 seconds to go. Shotgun formation. Trips to the right, one to the near side. Link rolls, looks for a man, caught. Tyson Gray at the 17-yard line. It is complete. It'll be very close to a first down again as they spot it at the 16. Tyson Cox on the tackle. Clock runs out on the third quarter. After 3, your score 50-21, and we'll come back in 1 minute on Froggy 96, 95.9 FM.
Attention! Are you stuck in student loan debt? If you have $10,000 or more in federal student loans and are having trouble making the payments, call now for a special free offer. Student Services wants to give you free information on how to possibly cut your student loan payment in half, or in some cases, have your student loan completely wiped clean. Just imagine your life with no more student loan payments. If you're late or even in default on your student loan payments, call now for a special free offer. The call is free, the information is free, and there's no obligation. Just real relief from the financial burden of student loans. Student Services can help stop tax garnishments and release cosigners, and has helped many people struggling with their student loan payments. Call now to discover the secrets to possibly having your student loans completely written off. Student loan debt relief is one free phone call away. Don't waste another day struggling in student loan debt. Call now for student loan debt relief.
Go in this one, 4th down and 1 for the Knights at the 17-yard line as we come back to live action here. Start of the 4th quarter. Nathaniel Link has I formation behind him. One to the right, one to the left. Here comes the pressure straight up the middle. Link gives to Tyson Gray, breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage, falls forward to the 15, still on his feet down to about the 13-yard line. Give it to the right guy there. First down for Farmington, and they keep this drive alive.
Well, and they needed to get a first down right there.
Got some scores for you and some finals. Your Perryville Pirates fall to Potosi 25-7. They suffer their first loss of the season, 3-1 on the season. Teddy Bankhead in motion. Fake to him, pitch to Bankhead, now hits him in the helmet, and a turnover. Teddy Bankhead never had a chance. Nathaniel Link was wrapped up, probably should have hung on to that football. Tried to pitch it to Tyson Gray on the option. Check it, Teddy Bankhead on the option, hit him in the helmet, and right into the hands of Poplar Bluff, and another drive is stalled.
I believe that, what is that, the second time that they were down inside the red zone and they turned the ball over? And you hate that. You hate that for Farmington because they put together a really nice drive there and then all for naught.
Another final for you, Park Hill Central 42-0 over Confluence Prep, and Valley Catholic 63-6. They give up 6 points over Crystal City. Hillsboro over Festus 30-14. 1st and 10. Poplar Bluff shotgun formation, power sweep. Bruce to the right side. Breaks a tackle at the 15, gets out across the 20, out to the 22-yard line. Be close to a first down, going to be shy by a yard, looks like. Brett Bruce. A jet sweep coming to the near side that time, a gain of 9. And now they'll respot the ball and say first down. They'll move it all the way up to the 23-yard line, which was just enough for a first down. Let's see.
I'm kind of surprised that he still has his starting quarterback in there.
St. Genevieve 44-3 now over Fredericktown. The last check, Jackson leads Marion, Arkansas 42-35. Handoff to the tailback from Bell, straight ahead, spins away from the man at the 30, falls forward to the 32-yard line. That's Isaac Johnson on the carry. A gain of 8 for Johnson. And Poplar Bluff continues to let the clock run, under 10:50 to go in this one. Started off on the wrong side. The first play from scrimmage, 12 seconds into the game. Poplar Bluff was on the board with a 61-yard touchdown pass from Bell to Tyson Cox, and they never looked back, never took their foot off the gas, and they're still playing hard. Still got their starting quarterback in the game, Logan Bell. Johnson behind Bell now, 2 to the right, 2 to the left, shotgun formation. He's content now to at least let the play clock run down to 5. He takes a snap at 3, hands off to Johnson. Both hands on the ball, across the 35. Patiently waits, Gets out across the 40 to the 41. And another good run for Isaiah Johnson. A gain of 11 more for Johnson. Obenauer on the tackle. But another first down for Poplar Bluff.
I'll tell you what, Dave, I don't know what you think, but I think that this quarterback-running back combo that we're seeing tonight is probably the best we've seen all year.
As a group, absolutely. McCain, Johnson, Bell. You add Bruce in there, with the jet sweeps, and pretty powerful lineup. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Hand keeper by Bell, wrapped around the head by Tyson Gray. Still on his feet across the 45. Falls forward to the 48-yard line, and Logan Bell strutting his stuff here as he gains 7 more. Farmington heads are hanging, and you can't blame them. This has been a long night for the defense. McCain checks back into the game now. Logan Bell watches the play clock. Down to 15, and he's in no hurry to break the huddle. Tyson Cox, a wide receiver, to the right side. Bruce in the slot. 2 wide receivers to the near side. Give to Johnson once again. Pad his stats a little bit. It gets across midfield. Spins away from his man at the 45. Falls forward to the 39-yard line.
I'll tell you what, it's never a good situation when you see defensive linemen having to make the tackle 15 yards down the field.
That makes it tough when you've got a kid that's a $145 and another one coming at him that's 6'3", 200. Bruce checks out of the game now. We get a few new numbers in the game. Luke Johnson, wide receiver, to the far side. Give to the tailback, straight ahead across the 40. Breaks a tackle to 35, puts his head down to the 32-yard line. And a fresh shirt in there, a clean one. Chris Barker on the carry. He'll get 8. And it'll bring up a second down and 2.
Looks like Logan Bell's younger brother's in there at the slot.
Quentin Bell, sophomore, 5'7", 145. Logan Bell still in the game, though. Got Chris Barker behind him, shotgun formation. Give to Barker to let Logan Bell takes it back, gets to the line of scrimmage, falls forward to the 27. He'll have enough for a first down. Gain of 5 for Logan Bell. Oh, thank you, young man. My spotter says Logan Bell's out of the game now.
8, 9. They're built pretty much the same.
Mason Liblia, another senior, 6', 175.
You got those glasses on?
Liblia, I do now.
Okay.
Chris Barker behind him. Liblia gives to Barker once again. Hit behind the line of scrimmage. Good defense that time by the Knights. Number 34, that's Gage Blunt. Jackson extending their lead now 49-35. You knew it was just a matter of time before they wear the other team down. And Marion, Arkansas, no slouch team. They always have a good football game every time. I think they went down there last year, and they're Jackson this year. Pretty good football game as they have some guys check out of the game. One of the linemen, Steven Jackson, checks out. And a whole bunch of clean shirts in there now. Libya in the shotgun. Keeps it to the 30, down to 25. Ducks his head down to about the 22-yard line. Great run by Libya, quarterback. You got Nick Hampton into the game, a senior, 5'3", 155 running back.
He can move, too. Did you see that?
And I don't know about 5'3", but the senior getting some playing time there, and good for Coach Bruce there. He's looking at the sidelines. Look at him. His eyes are probably that big. Call my number, Coach. Call my number. He lines up behind Libya. Twins to the right, twins to the left. Shotgun formation. They give it to the young man. This time the senior.
Buddy, he can move.
At the
Look
20,
at
15. Still on his feet down to about the 12-yard line. The senior, Nick Hampton, gets his number called there, and he's down They'll spot it at the 13, so a gain of 8 for Hampton. And high fives on the sidelines as they see the young senior putting in his time. That's more like it. Officials timeout on the field, 6:16 to go in this one. 50-21 is your score, and we'll be back in 30 seconds on Froggy 96.
This is important news for men who have taken Viagra, Cialis, or Levitra and then suffered from the skin cancer melanoma. According to a new study, the use of Viagra and other ED drugs may increase the risk of men developing a serious form of skin cancer known as melanoma. Call the law offices of Davis & Crump right now. Our first consultation is free, and we don't get paid unless you get paid. Call now. Operators are standing by.
You got to feel good about getting the opportunity to get a young man, a senior, into the football game there, and you saw all the guys on the sidelines high-fiving and everything. They're glad to see Nick Hampton get a chance to get some playing time.
Maybe you can see him put the ball in the end zone.
Olivia in the shotgun, waiting on the play clock. Hands off once again to Hampton. He hangs on to that football. They drag him down at the 13-yard line. Forward progress. They'll spot it back at the 14, so a loss of 1. And he gets a cheer when his number's called.
I'll tell you what, he ain't shying away from all them big defensive linemen.
Run right in there in the middle of them. See if he can bounce to the outside and use them wheels. Olivia now gets the next play, joins the huddle. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Shotgun formation. Nick Hampton behind Olivia. He keeps it, pulls it back away from Hampton, breaks the tackle to the line of scrimmage, gets inside the 15, down to about the 13-yard line. A tough run of 1 for the Mules. And we've got another update here. Let's check on this. Sykeston hanging on, 28-19. A minute 45 left to go in that one. Coach Gibbs trying to knock off a powerhouse, and that would be a big win for his program. Clock runs under 5 minutes to go in this one. Looks like Stephen Pierce into the game now as quarterback. Hands off to Hampton, tries to turn the right side. Hit at the line of scrimmage, falls forward to the 9. A gain of 4 for Nick Hampton. Gain of 4 to bring up a 4th down and 7 for the. He's supposed to be our producer, Mike.
I know it.
Supposed to be keeping us in line.
Supposed to be leading by example.
Stephen Pierce back into the game now, joins the huddle. Look at the young man, Nick Hampton. He's got his eyes glued on the quarterback. Call number 10, call number 10. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Who did that? Shotgun. Hands off to Hampton, and he had no chance. That play was blown. One of them went the wrong way, the quarterback or the tailback. But they'll turn it over on downs at the 11-yard line, and Farmington will have it 1st and 10 at their own 11 with 4 minutes to go in this one. Don't forget to join Dustin Kopp tomorrow for the blood drive at King Auto Sales. Blood drive will go on from 10 to 2. Dustin Kopp will be there from 10 to noon. Go join him. Give the gift of life. Give blood. King Auto Sales tomorrow from 10 to 2.
Looks like Farmington's got some fresh bodies in there too now.
Gage Blunt on the carry, up straight ahead, breaks the tackle at the line of scrimmage, gets out to about the 17-yard line, a gain of 6 for Gage Blunt.
I'll tell you, that's priceless for your program whenever you can get those younger kids some varsity snaps.
Absolutely. Under center, give to the tailback once again, straight ahead, hit at the line of scrimmage. Get close to the 20-yard line, but just short.
Number 34,
Gage Blunt once again on the carry. 1:45 to go in the Sykeston Cape Central game, and Sykeston hanging on 28-19. Be a big win for your buddy, Coach Gibbs.
Especially coming off that shellacking that they took last week to Jackson.
Yep.
I know
Carry
that
by
had
Blunt once again off the right side. Gets out to about the 20-yard line, but a flag comes in from the side judge.
Face mask. I know that one had to burn and sting a little bit since he's from Jackson.
Absolutely. But pretty good football team over there in Jackson. They've been a good program for a long time. Face mask and penalty against Poplar Bluff. North County still leads DeSoto 27-12. Tosia win over Perryville 25-7. Lift for Life over Windsor 20-17. That game late in the fourth quarter. Shotgun formation, pitch to the man in motion, tries to get to the outside, gets to the 25, and great defense by the Poplar Bluff Mules. Looks like Ryan Colvin on the tackle. And number 38, Cameron Sweeney. St. Jan putting it on Fredericktown 44-3 at last check. A final, Valley Catholic 63-6 over Crystal City. And Hillsboro beats Festus 30-14. Quarterback keeper there as he's wrapped up and sacked. Files on the carry there. He's wrapped up from behind. They'll take him down at the 23, a loss of 2 for the Knights. And you'd see another final. Park Hill Central 42-0 over Confluence Prep. And North County, as we told you, 27-12 over DeSoto. That game late in the third. Gage Blunt, handoff to him off across the 25, puts his head down, hit at the 28-yard line and taken down there. So a gain of 6 for Blunt. Kilgore on the tackle. Let's going to bring up a 4th down and 6 for the Knights, and they'll be forced to punt this one away. Minute 35 to go in this one. Looks like Ryan Barnes to punt this one away at the 15-yard line. He's content to let the play clock run down here. 3 seconds, 2, and now they're not going to get a playoff here as the Knights call a timeout here with time running out. 1:15 to go in this one. 50-21 your score, and we'll be back in 30 seconds on Froggy 96.
Are you one of the many Americans who undergo CPAP or BiPAP therapy? How often are you replacing your masks and hoses? Replacing your CPAP or BiPAP supplies every 3 to 6 months is critical to an effective therapy. Bacteria will build up, making you sick, and worn-out straps cause leaks and are just plain uncomfortable. Let Allied Medical Supply Network help. Call Allied Medical to speak to an expert agent that will determine which supplies you need and will set up a schedule for your fresh, brand-name supplies to be delivered right to your door, right when you need them. Shipping's absolutely free, and you may qualify to receive supplies at little or no cost to you. That's right, there's no driving around town or remembering when to order. Call Allied Medical Supply Network today and rest easy.
Call 800-619-1272. That's 800-619-1272.
Need to go in this one. It's been all Poplar Bluff all night long. They scored 12 seconds into this one and have never trailed. Farmington fixing to punt it away. And a punt off the side of the foot, hits at midfield and takes a Farmington bounce, but
let it roll, son. Let it roll.
Yeah. Along with everything else that's happened tonight, I
guess that's par.
Yep. Farmington downs it at the 42-yard line. The ball was rolling in Farmington's favor, but they decided to down it, and Poplar Bluff will have it 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line. 1:07 to go in this one. We'll wrap up all the scores for you from around the area on the Kohl's Tractor and Equipment post-game show. We'll do that immediately following the game as Nick Hampton checks back into the game, number 10. And number 11, Stephen Pierce at quarterback. One to the right, one to the left. And Pierce will just down it at his own 35-yard line. And he'll have to do that maybe 2 more times. And this one will be in the history books.
Ladies and gentlemen, fans are reminded that entering the playing field at any time is not permitted. Your cooperation is appreciated.
Well, Coach, got to give Coach Mark Bruce a lot of credit. He came into here with a game plan, and he put it on Farmington from the very start. 12 seconds into this one, he got a 61-yard touchdown pass from Bell to Tyson Cox. And Poplar Bluff has never looked back and have never taken their foot off the gas. A very impressive win for them tonight.
It was pretty obvious, Dave. They came out here and they executed and they did everything they wanted to do, both through the air and on the ground. And, you know, I tip my hat to Coach Bruce and the Poplar Bluff Mules. They're going to win a bunch of football games this year.
Stephen Pierce, the quarterback, steps back, takes a knee with 8 seconds to go, and that's going to do it. A great job by the Poplar Bluff Mules here tonight as they come into Farmington. And they whip up on your Farmington Knights. 50-21 is your final. We'll come back with the Kohl's Tractor and Equipment post-game show on Froggy 96, 95.9 FM. We'll wrap up all the games from around the area and call it a night. We'll be back in 2 minutes on Froggy 96.
This has been Farmington Knights football on KDKZ Channel 18. Be sure to watch it anytime at kdkz18.com.